Good morning, meteorologist Jeff Gerber. It's 10 o'clock. We're always streaming at 10 o'clock every morning for about 10-15 minutes, especially if there's active weather. And we do have some active weather out there for this morning, mainly up towards the lakes right now. We also see some showers and thunderstorms as we head down towards the Houston area and into Galveston Bay down towards looks like Galveston Island. They've been seeing some showers and thunderstorms. Looks like some of that stuff's going to stay to our south, but we do have a chance for some rain as a cold front moves through the area for this morning. And as we go towards this weekend, looks a lot drier, but this morning looks like it's going to be fairly wet to probably about early afternoon. Here's the rest of the day forecast. If you just want a quick look at what we're expecting the rest of the day, these showers and thunderstorms should be moving through the area over the next few hours. And say by about 2 o'clock, I expect most of it to be ending, as we'll see about a 20% chance, maybe still of a few showers left. Be up in the 80s. We'll drop off into the lower 80s by 6 o'clock. Looks like a dry evening if you're heading out to dinner or something like that this evening. And then by 10 o'clock, we're looking at temperatures back into the 70s. Like I said, after this round of showers and thunderstorms, as we go towards this morning, things will be drying out as we head towards your weekend. We like this stream to be a little interactive, so if you'd like to, you can text me at 409-749-9302. I had a couple of texts this morning, but you can text me there. And if you got any plans outdoors, maybe this weekend or next week, and you got to try to get some things done, you can text. We can talk about it. I can point out some things here on our stream. Also, if you're just wondering what's going on for this afternoon, same deal. I can let you know what's going on if you have a particular area you're worried about or something like that. Once again, 409-749-9302. Write that number down. You might not want to text today, but there might be one of these mornings where you've got some questions about the weather, and you can text and we can answer it. And we don't have to you don't have to do this while we're on the air. We have our phone that you can text, and you can text us questions all the time. And if we're checking it, we can answer you back. We don't have to be exactly here on the stream to do that. All right, let's take a look at radar, because it's been active this morning to our north and west and starting to get real active up towards the lakes area. They've been looking at some rain, and not too much in the way of thunderstorms, but just some pockets of some heavy rain has been moving just north of that kind of 190 corridor there. There is one thunderstorm I've been tracking this morning. It moved right past Corrigan, and it continues to work its way in towards possibly Tyler County, but the good news is it's been weakening, but still producing quite a bit of lightning there. And then we've had some stronger storms south of the Houston area. You can see Houston's been getting wet for this morning, and those thunderstorms are actually driving down south of Houston and out into the Gulf of Mexico. So if you're leaving from Beaumont heading over towards Houston, say you're going to be leaving here in the next hour or so, I think you'll be fine most of the way, but you'll be definitely running into some rain, it looks like, down towards the Houston area over the next couple of hours or so. Let's take a look at live radar, and right now you can see those showers and thunderstorms on the south side of Houston, getting generally some rain in the Houston area. And then up in the lakes here, we're seeing scattered showers in northern parts of Jasper, Newton County. Also starting to see some showers up in Tyler County, and that one particular thunderstorm is just off towards your west, and it's producing quite a bit of lightning. It's working its way off towards the east, a little bit to the southeast. So you might catch that in Woodville, some of those heavy downpours, maybe some lightning and thunder there, maybe down towards Warren as it works off towards the east. And up in Jasper, Newton County also, you might catch some of these heavier showers as they come through the area, maybe a few thunderstorms. Have not gotten any reports of any severe weather with this particular batch of showers and thunderstorms. Not the case of the stuff down towards Houston, but this one batch here, it's just been a lot of heavy rainfall. And then we've seen this one area here, that one little thunderstorm producing a lot of lightning, but we have not had any severe reports for that. And you can see the severe thunderstorm warnings out for this particular batch of rain to our south and west of Houston, and that's working its way off towards the east. So more than likely that'll work its way into the Gulf of Mexico and won't be affecting us here in southeast Texas, but we'll be tracking it. Of course, I'll be here through about lunchtime, and then Patrick will be here after that tracking thunderstorms. But as the front goes through, it looks like early afternoon things should start to quiet down as we head towards mid to late afternoon. So we just have that pretty decent chance of rain this morning. We'll go 50% chance of maybe some scattered showers and thunderstorms, and the bulk of that looks like right now mainly it's going to be up towards the lakes area as this batch of showers and thunderstorms kind of works its way east, a little bit southeastward across southeast Texas here. So not particularly like I said, too active morning into the triangle here. We're looking at maybe a few scattered showers as we go through the next 3 or 4 hours. I think the heaviest stuff definitely, as you can see on radar right now, is probably going to be up into the lakes. And once again, looks like Houston, south of Houston, that's where they're seeing probably some of the strongest thunderstorms. Let's take a look on some of our sky cams. This one's right here at Packer the Prairie in downtown Beaumont, currently showing 82, humidity around 81%. A little bit of an east wind at about 3 miles an hour on our Roofy 911 live Skycam network. And as those showers and thunderstorms starting to move in from the west, we're starting to see mostly cloudy skies. Had a little bit of sunshine earlier, but now starting to cloud over just a little bit. And we'll take a look at a couple of these sky cams as they pop up here in just a minute or two. But you can see been dry out there this morning, and if you're in the triangle, need to run out and do some errands. I think you have time to do that for maybe an hour or two before we see maybe any showers here or there. Here's the live cam from Port Arthur, and this is brought to you by Market Basket. Once again, cloudy skies but dry conditions in Port Arthur on our Roofy 911 live Skycam network. As we look down towards intercoastal, we've been watching a couple of big ships go by earlier this morning, but right now it's quiet there. And we'll wait and see one more cam that pops up, but pretty much seeing the same conditions all across the area with the cloudy skies but still dry conditions. Now the camera up in Jasper might show a little bit of wet weather, but I don't know where that is in the rotation, so I'm not sure if that would pop up next. But yeah, look over towards Lake Charles once again, maybe a little bit more sunshine there thanks to being a little bit farther off towards the east. All right, let's look at temperatures. Right now we're generally into the 70s, a few 80s though. Port Arthur officially 82, Orange 87. As we head up towards Jasper, 73, 75 in Woodville, 75 also in Kirbyville. Silsbee's at 78, and Beaumont currently at about 79. Houston still showing 80, but of course that's north of town at the airport there, and then some 70s up towards Huntsville and Conroe, where they've been seeing some showers and thunderstorms for this morning. Here's why we've been seeing those showers and thunderstorms. Is this cold front? So it's going all the way up into parts of Tennessee Valley, snaking its way back down through Louisiana and across the state of Texas pretty much. That's been the focus to kick off some of these showers and thunderstorms as it tries to bring in some drier air into this moist air that we have overhead. So it's that clash of dry air and very moist air that's kicking up some of these showers and thunderstorms. You can see this last frame, that's showers and thunderstorms lining up pretty much right along the front as it moves off towards the south. Now we're expecting this to be down towards the Gulf of Mexico a little bit later on this afternoon, and that should bring in the drier air and end our rain chances for today. You can see area low pressure right here heading up into the Ohio Valley. That's the main thing, kind of dragging this cold front along and producing some wet weather up there, down in through, like I said, the Tennessee Valley, and then back down into northern parts of looks like Alabama, Mississippi, northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, seeing some scattered showers. East Coast looks pretty quiet right now, but that storm system is going to be sliding towards them over the next day, and they're going to be seeing some showers and thunderstorms. Look out west, there's not anything going on. Western states are high and dry. No rain from really West Texas all the way out to Los Angeles, Minneapolis, all the way over to Portland, Vancouver. Nothing on the radar. It's very quiet and pretty hot. They're seeing some hot temperatures for this time of year. As we look at futurecasts, showing scattered showers, a few thunderstorms, still to about 2, maybe even 3 o'clock. Could see something isolated still lingering out there, but I think the bulk of it's going to be coming through probably maybe 1, 2 o'clock at the latest. Start to get out of here, and then as we head towards this evening, things look very quiet. We'll see temperatures falling back through the 70s, and we'll go even farther than that. We'll go with lows back into the 60s as we head towards tomorrow morning. Both Saturday and Sunday mornings, we'll be looking at lows in the upper 60s, so it should feel fairly comfortable. Tomorrow with drier air out there, a little less humidity, but we still work our way well up into the 80s. We'll probably be about 87, 88 for tomorrow afternoon with partly cloudy skies. And then Sunday, same deal. We'll be in the upper 80s, but maybe a little bit more humidity as we start to see those winds eventually change out of the south. Our allergy report. Nothing to talk about as far as tree pollen, weed is medium, grass is low, and mold is very heavy thanks to a lot of wet weather that we've been seeing. Our coastal marine forecast, southwesterly winds at 5 knots, seas around 2 feet today. Next high tides at about 3:40 this afternoon. Our sunrise was at 6:16, our sunset's at 8:12, so getting a little bit later. Mostly smooth in the lakes and bays, but you're dealing with some showers and thunderstorms, especially, like I said, as you head down towards Galveston Bay, where they've been seeing some rain. Water temperature at 82 out there into the Gulf. So the rest of this afternoon, we'll go about a 50% coverage of scattered showers and thunderstorms, I should say, through the morning here and through the early part of the afternoon. We'll see highs trying to get up into the 80s. I don't know if we're going to make it there up into the lakes, but definitely looking at some middle to maybe some upper 80s here and there with northwesterly winds at 3 to 8. Partly cloudy skies through the overnight. Temperatures going to be dropping off with those lower humidities, so we'll be back down into the middle to upper 60s going into your Saturday morning. And then as we look at our 7-day forecast, Saturday looks pretty nice. Mostly sunny, 87. Sunday, we start at 68 and we end up with 89, if not 90. And actually, 89, 90 is our average high for this time of year. So we're not, definitely not above normal. We're right where we should be as far as afternoon highs all the way through next week. About 89, 90, that's where we should be. And I guess you can say late May or early June, because June starts, of course, on Sunday. So that's June 1st. Now, Monday looks pretty dry. And then as we get into next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, each one of those days we could see maybe a little bit of a sea breeze kick in, and with that maybe a scattered shower in the afternoon, but only a 20% coverage. It won't be a whole lot as we get into next week. It definitely will be hot. Temperature's going to be climbing into the lower 90s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you're going to be outside working or playing, you might want to stay hydrated and take some breaks from time to time. Let's go right back to the radar. We'll spend what time we have left here. We got about 3-4 minutes left. Take a look at radar one more time before we get done. We got about 3 minutes left here, and you can see showers and thunderstorms working their way across the air. Real quick, I'll check the phone and see if we have any text messages and see if anybody has done anything here. Let me check real quick. And nope, I haven't seen anything. No text messages, but that's fine. Once again, 749-9302. Like I said, write that number down. We do these streams every day at about 10 o'clock. So one day you do have a question, you can text us, even though we don't have the number up on the screen, and you can ask about maybe an outdoor event that you have going on, or weather for maybe sometime next week or something. I can give you an idea of what we're looking at. All right, let's go back to the radar real quick. Like I said, scattered showers and thunderstorms right now across parts of the lakes area. We've been tracking this one particular thunderstorm. It continues to work its way off towards the south and east, so it looks like it's heading towards, say, maybe even the southwestern sections here of Tyler County. Very heavy rain with that, but no severe weather. Severe weather has been south of Houston, and it should stay to our south. I don't think we'll have to deal with anything. Notice it is starting to fill in a little bit between the clusters to our south, the cluster to our north. So that's why we're thinking we'll see some scattered showers even here in the triangle as we go through the next few hours. And then eventually it'll move out later on as that front pushes down towards the coast. So it's going to be a little wet this afternoon at times, or around lunch hour into the early part of the afternoon, it looks like, as we see some of these showers and thunderstorms work through. Hopefully we won't have to deal with too much in the way of thunderstorms. Looks like right now just maybe some heavy rainfall from time to time. Might pick up a half an inch of rain in some spots out there for this morning going into early afternoon as that cold front works through. Once again, we'll zoom in a little bit, and you can see the lightning with this particular thunderstorm between, say, Woodville and Livingston has died down just a little bit. There are still some lightning strikes here, but not quite as many as we've been seeing. Starting to see some rain up at Comanel. That rain starting to work into Woodville and Warren right now, and also seeing some heavier